Hi, I'm Patrick, and today I want to introduce you some very important person. That's why I can speak English here, because of him. That's Adam, my English teacher. Yes, I can speak English all because of him. And even though my English is still very poor, and I think that's why I have to insist in learning English. And why I have to learn English is just because I want to pass the IELTS exam. So it's important for me to, if I want to apply for the school and or if I want to apply for the immigration, it's very important. So I have some like basic questions I want to ask you. Why do you think IELTS is important for the students or for the immigrations to apply for it? Why they always like ask us for some IELTS results, things like that?
Okay, IELTS actually is very important for 3 points.
Okay.
Point number one is for immigration. So if you want to immigrate, if you want to live abroad, you have to study IELTS. You have no way. And of course, different countries will have different requirements.
Yeah.
Maybe some countries need 7 in most cases, others need more, higher score, and so on. The second point is to study abroad. If you want to study abroad in a good university, whether in UK, in Europe, Canada, in
US, yeah.
US, Australia, New Zealand, anywhere, you should also pass IELTS. TOEFL and IELTS, but IELTS is much more popular recently.
Yeah. They all accept the results.
IELTS, yes.
Yeah.
We have IELTS UKV for other countries. We have only the normal IELTS. IELTS UKV means it can be submitted to many countries like US, not only UK. Also, another point is for your English. I mean, it can help you academically to improve your level.
Yeah.
So if anybody wants to improve his English, he must begin to study a test like IELTS.
Yeah.
It can cover all kinds of areas: listening, speaking, reading, and writing.
Yeah.
So in this case, you can have many kinds of vocabs, like vocabularies. I mean, you can have good skills for writing, for speaking. You can have many skills for listening. I mean, in this case, you can improve your English because it can cover all the 4 skills, and this is what anybody needs.
Yeah, and after learning that, maybe you can have the ability to learn and to live in the
To
Western
travel
countries.
or
Yeah.
to live, or even
Yeah.
to work in a good job, and to find a good job, to work in a good company, because it can help you to improve your English in a very good way, step-by-step method. I mean, like when you study English with anybody to improve your English, you don't know what you should study. You say, I want to study English. Why? You want to improve your English. In which way? Teachers will be confused. They just give you any kind of course.
Yeah.
But the IELTS class or the IELTS course can be much helpful. Why? It can take you from down to up.
Yeah.
From the back, I mean, can help you from the very beginning to the higher level. Exactly.
Yeah.
From the basics. So you know what you are doing and you are learning academically. It has many topics, it has many vocabularies, many passages, many things really.
Yeah.
You can cover all the 4 skills. But if you want to just improve your English without any target, teachers will know nothing. They don't know what they should teach you. There are many things to teach you. So what should they teach you? That's a problem. Teachers are always facing with the students. The students also don't know how to study English. Anybody wants to improve his English, but they don't know how to improve their English.
Yeah.
So when you find the IELTS course to help you to learn English, of course it's easier for you because you have decided what kind of target you have to work on.
And you can know what kind of the categories you have to get, like
Exactly.
6 or 6.5.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's taking you from the beginning.
Yeah.
So it's helpful for 3 points, not only for immigration, not only for studying abroad, but also for improving your English if you want to work in a company, if you want to work in a good place to improve your English, any kind of job. Actually, today, the market is competitive.
Yes.
It's not easy to find a job. So maybe English can be like something which is concrete to help you.
Yeah.
It's if you have like a good material, if you have good language, that can support you to find a good job.
Yeah, so after 2 years of the study and practice, even though I'm on the way of immigration, but I think the fluency and the speaking skills are really helpful in my like working experience and working in Hong Kong. I think so. It's very important for us.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's why I think that's why they requires us to give results for him for the immigration and for the country, because that's a proof that I can live and I can work there, I can earn money there. Yeah. So I think that's
there's something also. Today, I have heard that many companies in Shanghai, in Beijing, and anywhere, in mainland China and even in Hong Kong, they require the students or the candidates to have IELTS score.
Yeah. To show their abilities of the English.
Exactly. Yeah. So that means the course is helpful for your English. And if you want to be a good employee, to guarantee good future career, you must have something like this.
Yeah.
Whether the company requires you to have this course or not, you should begin by yourself to learn it.
Yeah.
So you can have you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. You can see something you are working for. So if you want to change a job one day, if you are looking for higher promotion, higher career, high title, you must study something like that.
Yeah, you have to prove it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So in China, most of us we learn English since we are like 10 years old. But after learning so many years, why our English, especially the speaking part, is so disaster?
I want to talk about 2 points.
Yeah.
Okay. One point is when you are studying in the school, you focus mainly on the reading and the writing part. So most of the students will have to only read comprehension passages, write grammar. Okay, so when it comes to speaking, they don't have enough practice.
Yeah.
They didn't practice before. So maybe like for example, when I'm talking to some people, they are employees. When I say, how are you? Or I ask them the question in different way. How have you been? They don't know how have you been.
They only know how are you, and
exactly.
they can only answer like
how's
fine.
It going?
How's it going? And you? Yeah.
When I ask how's it going? How's it going? What's the meaning of how's it going? Shamiza.
Yeah, you know Chinese, right?
Yeah. So they didn't know what's the meaning. That means they didn't have enough practice during this period. This period is they only focus on the score in the high school. You want to just pass the exam. They study only focusing on reading, grammar. That's not bad. That's fine. But at the same time, we must study the other subjects. For example, if I ask you, or if I tell you now that I can speak Chinese, what will you do? You'll ask me, okay, you can show me, speak to me, right?
Yeah.
That means the speaking ability is so important to show that the person can speak or can communicate.
Yeah, can express their feeling and can
I want to say that speaking part is really important. This is one point. The second point is many students or many people are always in a hurry. You want to learn the language so fast. Oh, come on, you have been learning for 20 years and you can't make it and you want to finish it in 1 month. That's impossible. It's just, I want to say it is like a process. It's like, and sometimes, by the way, sometimes you can't feel like you are improving, but you can't feel that. Which means, okay, you are improving and you are speaking, you begin to practice, you begin to improve, but maybe you say, I don't feel I'm making any progress. Actually, you are making progress. This is like a child who is growing up and he can't feel he's growing up. It's a process, but maybe one day you'll find out you are perfect. I want to say people have to be patient when they are learning the speaking subject.
Yeah, they have to use a lot of times and to practice.
Okay, I want to tell you something about this point. The point is not the time as well. It's time, of course, but I want to say that it all depends on the student, how much he can devote his energy and himself to study. Which means, when you are, like for example, if you are a teacher, some students want you to give them like too much knowledge, too much advice, without working. Come on. In other words, if you are a patient and I'm a doctor, all right, just guess it, just imagine that. You are patient now, so I give you medicine, and you didn't take the medicine. You just came to check. I check your body.
I have asked you the advice.
You take only half of the medicine. You didn't take all the medicine. I want to say the teacher is only a guide, like a doctor. He can only diagnose your case. He can check out your case. You have a problem with 1, 2, 3. You should do 1, 2, 3, and it's a step-by-step process. It's a step. So you must follow this process. It doesn't mean if you follow this process or you follow these steps, it doesn't mean you must be perfect tomorrow. But maybe you can be perfect, like 20% improvement tomorrow, 30% improvement after tomorrow, 40% after. I mean, as time going by, you are improving step by step. That doesn't mean you must be perfect in 1 day or 1 week. Impossible. If I'm learning Chinese, I cannot be perfect in 1 day or in 1 week. It's impossible.
In Chinese, it's 你不能一口吃个胖子。That means you can't just one bite and getting fat. Yeah, things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, something like this.
So, what do you think is the most difficult part for Chinese people to practice and to increase their speaking skills?
The most difficult subject, you mean?
I mean the most difficult part for the Chinese people, Chinese guys to.
I want to talk about two points here.
Yeah.
The most difficult subject and the most difficult skill. The most difficult subject is writing.
Writing?
Writing,
Okay,
subject, as a subject.
Yeah, it's for me, yes.
Yeah, writing is really hard. Why it's hard? The writing, most of the Chinese students study writing as grammar, just grammar. Okay, if you don't make grammar mistakes, it's fine. No. The problem students have is something called the logic.
Yeah, it's logic. Yeah.
How to understand the logic of the topic, how to write down a good topic.
Yeah.
Not grammar. Okay, grammar is only one aspect. You know, when we check the writing part, we have grammar, we have coherence, we have task response, we have lexical resources like vocabularies. The biggest problem should be logic. Most of the students really have a problem with the logic.
Yeah.
To understand the topic, to understand the Western culture.
Yes. Yes.
This is for the subject, for the skill. The skill, most of the students have a problem with the fluency.
Yeah.
And this is simply because most of them didn't practice English before. So I mean, when they are learning English, they are just learning vocabularies, they are just learning grammar, but they don't practice. So when they speak, they have a problem with fluency. And the fluency, by the way, have many parts. When I say you have a fluency problem, it doesn't mean you can't speak. No, you can speak. But we have many types. Some people have one type is called like continuity. Like they can't continue the sentence. Like for example, why do you love China? He will answer, I love China because it's my hometown and I like it so much and stop.
Yeah.
He can't continue. This is one type of fluency. The second type is pauses. Pauses means that they speak. They are able to continue, but they always stop between one word and the other. Why do you love China? I love China because it's my hometown and I have many friends there and like that. This is
Too many stops.
Yes.
Yeah.
We call it fluency. Also, fluency can be a repetition. He's always repeating the same word. Like, why do you love China? I love China because it's my hometown. It's my hometown, and I like it because he is repeating a lot. This is also another type of fluency. So there are many types of fluency. So fluency can be the most difficult part or skill for most of the students.
And I think we have to extend our answers and extend the information and to speak it longer and to speak it like more quicker. I think it's really important for us to be quicker.
It's just a practice problem, to be honest. It's just a practice problem at the end of time. You can't improve your fluency in one day or in 2 days. Why people have fluency problem? I want to explain this point because also many people don't know this. Why you have a fluency problem? It doesn't mean you have no language. No, you have language. You have too many vocabularies. You have too many vocabularies. It's true. But when you are speaking, your mind is thinking of this word here, that word there. So your mind is gathering words to make a sentence. Your mind is struggling.
Yeah.
So that means you have a problem because when you are speaking, you will stop all the time. Your mind can't help.
And we can manage this word.
Yeah. So what should you do? How to solve this problem? Of course, you need sentences. You must have many sentences. If you practice a lot, you'll know how to use different sentences. Your mind has vocabularies, but it doesn't have sentences. You need more sentences. How can I get these sentences? Some people say you can recite. Some people say you can practice more. Some people say you can just keep working on it, but it takes some time. The fact is, how much time it takes, of course, it depends on the students. Some people are free. They are free. You can just work on this. I have some students who can improve and solve this problem in 2 weeks. Some people can solve this problem in 1 month. Some people take years.
Because of some people are practicing more, or because of that, they have more ability, or they are more clever.
Some people are working hard.
Okay.
Some people have background.
Yeah.
Maybe they study English hard before, so they have good background.
They just have to fix the problem.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. When we study IELTS for speaking part, the most important thing is what for speaking part. Students must know this. When they study IELTS for speaking, before they study speaking, they must know their problem. I'm going to study speaking. Why you want to study speaking? What is your problem? Do you have a problem with grammar or fluency? Do you have a problem with
vocabulary?
Vocabulary. What kind of problems do you have? We must first detect this.
Find out this.
Yes,
Yeah.
like doctor and a patient. You are a patient. You are coming to me. You are sick. I must check out your problem. Stomachache, headache, backache, whatever, and then we can focus on this problem. That doesn't mean we have to ignore the other parts. We can develop the other parts, but we have to focus mainly on your problem, your disease. Sorry to say, disease, the problem. In this case, we can move faster.
Yeah, we can find out it and we can fix it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So